How did we get here? Well, I'm going to take you back 16 years ago. I found myself nauseous, staring into my parents' refrigerator, and at a complete loss. I had just found out that my husband and I were pregnant far before I had thought I was equipped to become a parent. I hadn't read a single book to prepare, hadn't shared the news with a soul, and had no idea what I could or couldn't put into my body. So with the door hanging wide open for far longer than my dad would have been happy with, I started reading labels. I quickly realized that the only thing I was confident was safe to consume came from the produce drawer. Over the next months and years, I went down the rabbit trail that so many have. The trail that led me to discovering just how corrupt our country's food system really is. It opened my eyes to not only the problems with our food, but so many other things. Within the same time frame, we decided that we really desired to live in the wide open spaces with the freedom to let our kids be adventurous and roam. We owned a property that for many years we sold topsoil from, and we planned to build our forever home there. Because of that business, there was a hole in the ground that spanned several acres. We were happily proceeding with moving dirt and narrowing our house plans when Ben was approached by someone who really needed a skilled contractor to help her prepare her home for sale. After a quick visit, he called me and said, "I really think you should come and take a look." The beautiful timber frame bones sparked an interest, and eventually God made it clear that this was to be ours. So every single day for the next 2 years, we packed up food, diaper bags, extra clothes, and all of the supplies we bought at the home improvement store that day, and we headed to the house to work. The closer we got to moving in, the bigger our dreams became. With neither of us coming from a farming background, we knew we had a ton to learn. Every new endeavor seemed monumental, and so I was quite hesitant in the beginning to add new things to the homestead too quickly. But here we are, doing this thing that's now so very ingrained in us. We loved the small town where I grew up. We purchased a bungalow-style home that we adored, and we were in the process of renovating. At first, I loved the idea of living in town. However, after some time, we started to feel like we were living in a fishbowl and in this tight, packed neighborhood. Chuck had gotten a job driving an hour and 15 minutes each way. I was seeing him less and less, and I also was desiring to be closer to my sister who lived 45 minutes away. Our twin boys were getting to the age where they would be starting first grade, and I was throwing around the idea of homeschooling and wanted to be a part of the homeschool group she attended. Who wants to go at homeschooling it alone? Not me. So I started looking for homes closer to my sister. I looked and looked and finally saw on Craigslist an ad for a home for sale which read mini farm. I thought, this is it. We were looking for more space, a place for the boys to run and explore, and more privacy. We dreamt of having a garden, and adding a few animals to our almost 1-acre mini farm. It needed a lot of work, but it was so cute and had so much potential. I had to sell Chuck on the idea since he would be doing most of the work. Homes in the country were either in really bad shape or really expensive. It has been several years and we are still working at it, but have made a lot of progress. We have spent the majority of our time working on the house, with the exception of adding a small garden, chicken coop, chickens to the mix, and an outdoor wood boiler. Once some home projects are completed, we want to focus our attention on the grounds. We have dreams to add honeybees, greatly expand our garden, and may add more animals to our mini farm. So here we are, living this beautiful life in God's creation, stewarding the land and raising our babies to pause and appreciate the magnificence of it all. We're teaching them to marvel at the blanket of stars overhead, breathe in the smells of the gardens, taste a fresh tomato or grape right off the vine, and gasp at the beauty of the sunrise or sunset on the horizon. As we dream and plan for our future on the homestead, it honestly can become overwhelming. There are so many things that we're interested in learning, intrigued by the idea of adding a business venture to the mix. But for now, we wait. We wait with the anticipation for the Lord to go before us, to walk beside us in whatever direction we choose. For the next few weeks, we are all fasting and specifically praying for God to open and close doors. But we know one thing for certain, that if we wait on Him, we will soar.